We do have our ultimate. We're gonna go ahead and ult up. So now's the question, do we go in? Or do we get out? We go in, of course. We get the line attack, we get the basic off onto the Sobek, we teleport behind the Anubis while he's ulting, and we clean him up.
So no one can stop you?
What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Thor Jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, this is one of the few games where I got to play running a 5-man team, so our comms were together and we were able to kind of use that to our advantage. So let's go ahead and review Thor's kit. Thor's one, he's going to toss his hammer, and his hammer is going to return. If the hammer hits an enemy on the way there, and an enemy on the way back, it's going to deal bonus damage. For minions, the return damage will only deal 80% of the hammer's damage. For gods, the hammer will deal an additional 200% damage from the return. So at level 1, Thor's hammer does 50 damage. If it hits an enemy god and returns, it's going to do 100 damage on the way back, so 150 damage total. Thor's 2, it's like a line attack, but it's going to summon a wall that's going to stun enemies in front of you. This is a great ability for zoning enemies and preventing them from running back towards their team. Thor's 3, Thor's going to spin around, hit enemies in front of him 3 times, enemies behind him 2 times, and the final swing is going to deal extra damage. So in terms of our jungle rotation, we started speed, and we're going to make our way to blue buff. And then we're going to go back to the harpies and use our hand of the gods, and then make our way middle. Thor's ultimate, Thor's going to fly up into the sky, and then he has a pretty long range on where he can land. Once he lands, if he hits an enemy, it's going to stun them. Thor's hammer will also deal damage and arc after ulting, hitting up to 2 additional enemies. So we're going to go check their red, but Nuwa tells me that the red has already been taken. We might be able to get a hammer off. We throw it, but it looks like we miss. Thor's passive, Thor gains physical power for each enemy god within 30 units of him. He gains 10 physical power per stack, and he can have a max of 3 stacks. Thor's kit's pretty simple. I feel like you really just want to use your 2, get the double tap, teleport in, use your 3, and weave in some basic attacks in between. Get a little bit of poke off onto Anubis, but he's just going to be able to lifesteal everything up. We're going to go check these right harpies with our mid laner. Looks like we're going to be able to get them. So unfortunately, we were not able to invade their red. We are just going to hang out with this Nuwa in mid, split the XP with her, and get some camps. At least until we can back and then start our speed buff again. We get our hammer off, but we pretty much are out of mana, so we're going to go ahead and back. Anubis wraps, we're able to dodge that. Hopefully that puts Nuwa in a better position for a few seconds. Our speed is up. Unfortunately, we did not have enough money for the tier 2 boots. We only had enough for the tier 1 boots. So we are leaving without any additional power. It's a little unfortunate, but we ran out of mana and we didn't want to stick around too long. We're going to go ahead and drop our speed buff, make the same rotation as last time. We're going blue, harpies mid. So with Thor, I like to level up my 3 first, then I put a point into my 1, point into my 2, and then I like to max my hammer. We're going to live for the double tap. That is going to be our primary means of damage. We're going to throw our hammer and we're going to poke him. We're either going to hit him and want to go in, we're going to hit him, it's going to do a little bit of damage, or we're going to miss him. But either way, we are going to be living off this hammer throw. Left lane is a little far pushed up. I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to be able to do. Since red was not there, we're going to make our way back to these harpies.
Enemy missing middle
Be careful left.
By hitting these harpies, it also allows for Nuwa to come and get some XP. Alright, we just got our ultimate.
So fair.
On my way.
We're gonna check left real quick. Hit the purple with our teammates.
Be still.
Sobek and AMC look like they're still pretty far pushed up in their lane, so I don't think we're gonna do anything here on the left side.
Be right back.
Anubis is in mid. I think I'm gonna ult Anubis, but he's just sitting under tower. There's nobody else around.
Your right tower is under attack.
So we go back down. Very bad. Ult, we kind of miscommunicated. The Nuwa and myself. The only ultimate, we're gonna miss this game. So we gotta get it out of the way.
On my way.
We're gonna hit these side harpies with Nuwa. We should have enough for boots. We're gonna go ahead and back by and then start a rotation.
A warrior's tool.
We got our boots, we're gonna buy another health potion, and we should be able to start smacking now. So we're gonna be making our way to our speed buff. We do have Warrior's Tabi, so we have a little bit of power from that. We have 15 power from our tier 1 hammer. We're gonna go ahead and drop our speed buff, use our hammer, use our spin, and we're gonna make our way to the blue buff. Thor is one of those characters that you want to weave in your basic attacks in between abilities. So basic attack 3, basic attack 1, basic attack. You want to try to use your abilities and your basic attacks together. Thor does not have an attack chain, so that means that each time he swings his hammer, it's going to take the exact amount of time and it's going to deal the exact amount of damage.
They were
We should be able to get this Anubis right here. We're going to use our hammer, teleport to it, get the stun, use our 3, and get a basic off onto the Anubis. We're going to go ahead and pick up our red buff. Or at least drop it for the Nuwa. We're going to check these oracles. Callie's in mid. Emoji's kind of rotating. If Callie oversteps, we could totally get her right here. We're going to throw up our ultimate. Callie jumps. We're going to land on her jump. We get the stun her again. Lots of stuns going on, and Callie disappears.
Your right tower is under attack.
We are kind of low on mana, but we still have some time before our speed is about to respawn. We're going to use one ability per camp, and then basic attack the camps down. Our back harpies are gone, and at first I'm very confused. I'm like, is Nuwa doing this? Is Mulan doing this? And then over time I realize it's Bakasura in the solo lane. So anytime these harpies are here, I'm going to want to try to make an effort to get them, because Bakasura is just stealing them. If I can get the camp before Baka can rotate over and steal it, he'll still probably rotate over and waste a little bit of time. As long as he doesn't touch my speed, I'm going to leave him alone. But if you were to go for my speed, I would just camp that solo lane. He's a level 9, the highest in the lobby, so we are going to want to start showing a little bit of love to the solo lane to help out our Mulan. Dual lane seems to be doing alright.
We need to help our friends.
Right as I say that.
Oh, no, no, no.
We're going to work on the blue buff. Bakasura is still full health, so we're not... Oh, we get our hammer off. We're going to throw our 1. We get the double tap. He uses his ultimate. We're going to fall back just a little bit. He's looping back. I have my ult in 5, so I'm trying to fight this. We want to try to bait out his dash. Mulan is still there. Mulan ults. We get a wall off. We get the double tap.
I'm building stacks.
Good job for the Nuwa rotating into right jungle and helping out there. I don't know if we would have been able to get the Bakasura without that little bit of damage that she provided. Dropping red for our teammates. 3 people-ish in mid, Sobek was rotating left. Nuwa back, so I'm just going to take this wave for her. She wasn't going to be able to make it back for this wave, so it makes sense that I go for it and get the full XP. Looks like the team rotated left, so we are going to rotate as well. Nuwa's going up mid. We're going to go ahead and blink so we can ult. We're aiming for the AMC. We get the wall off on 2 people. We get them all super weak. We get the basic onto the AMC. Nuwa ult. Callie uses her ultimate to stay alive. We're not going to be able to get anything here, so we're just going to start falling back.
Be right back.
Our speed is going to be up in about 5 seconds, so we're going to go ahead and back by our Crusher. And then we are going to be going into Arondight, but unfortunately we don't have enough money for the tier 1 version. So we're going to buy 2 wards. But the real question is when do we place these wards? We're going to go ahead and start working on our speed camp. Blue is up, our harpies are down. Looks like Bakasor might have just dropped our blue. Blue's not here, Bakasor is nearby. So right there, Emoja attacks the Totem of Kill. I think that alerts Bakasor that somebody else is here. I think it would have been a little bit smarter to not attack that. Bakasor is a little pushed out. We get our wall off. We get some good damage off. And hopefully that is enough to give Mulan a little bit of an advantage in lane so she can be a little bit more aggressive if she chooses. Anubis is pretty far up in mid. We should be able to get a pick right here. And we get the pick. Nuwa is able to escape. We're going to go up through the right side, see if we can cut anybody off. We're also kind of weaving towards that Bakasor in case anything happened there. We miss our wall, unfortunately. We get our 3 off, get some damage. Throw our hammer. We could have teleported to it, but we weren't going to be able to get Callie even if we did. So we still have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult, try to help out right lane a little bit. We missed that ult, but we get the stun. We missed the basic. Mulan's pushing. Mulan's taking the tower for me. She gets the pull, and we're able to get the pick onto Bakasora. We're going to go ahead and work on this tower because their jungler is not here. Hit this tower. We want to hit the next wave. We don't want to let the minions just kill each other right here. Mulan back, so I'm going to get that full wave to myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and back myself. We're going to be going into Arondight.
Enemy missing left.
Arondight is going to provide you 70 power with 10% cooldown, 75 power. Whenever you use your ultimate, you're going to reveal all enemy gods with 120 units for 8 seconds. While moving towards an enemy, you're going to gain 30% movement speed. When first striking a revealed target, the target is going to take 40 damage plus 30% of your physical power. This effect can only happen once every 45 seconds. So with Thor, whenever we ult up, we land on somebody and we get the stun, there's a great window to get a basic attack off on somebody. And if you can't get it right there, you can always use your 2 to get the stun. We got a bit of a team fight going on. Callie comes in, we get some good damage off. We're kind of weak ourselves. We're going to pop our Aegis and fall back. We throw our hammer down. Nuwa was able to get a pick. We did not throw our hammer down. We threw our wall down. We do have our ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult up. So now's the question. Do we go in? Do we get out? We go in, of course. We get the line attack. We get a basic off onto the Sobek. We teleport behind the Anubis while he's ulting, and we clean him up.
So no one can stop you?
Beautiful play. That was very enjoyable to watch. Get the pick, turn around, throw the hammer, Anubis starts ulting, use the hammer to teleport behind him, and then finish him with the 3. We have enough money for our Arondight, but our speed is not going to be up, so we're going to keep hitting some camps until our speed is about to respawn, then we're going to back and buy. Speed's still going to be a little bit. I think we backed a little bit too early right here.
Servus.
We're going to use our hammer to get out of base just a little bit faster.
All right, calm down.
We're going to rotate left because there's 2 people that are tier 1 tower.
There go their dreams.
Scotty is able to get a pick on the 1. I remember telling the Scotty, I will avenge you. I have my ult in 3 or in 5. So we can tell he's behind the corner. We're going to go ahead and ult up. Does not seem like he's aware whatsoever. We're going to kind of wait just a second. Land, basic attack, and he goes down. We get a basic, we throw our wall, hammer, basic, and then hammer connects on the double tap, and we're able to get the double. So we've got a little bit of a lead, and we're going to want to push it as hard as we can. Anubis is in mid, we might be able to do some damage here. Nua's here as well. We miss our wall. We get the double tap though. Dodge his wraps. We're going to keep falling and moving around.
They were warned.
Our red buff's up. We're going to go ahead and head that way. So just looking at the 3 lanes, I like to kind of glance at the 3 lanes while hitting camps as jungler. That way I can get a feel for where the enemy team is. It looks like Anubis is moving towards his red. Nobody in left, nobody really in right. So now we know that the AMC is in left. Sobek's still down, Baka's in right, so we really just don't know where Callie is.
An ally has been
On
slain.
my way.
Looks like she is on the Mulan.
Your team has destroyed a middle
We blink in, we get the stun, we teleport to our hammer. And we get the basic on Callie after her ultimate.
Attack rightly.
An enemy has been slain.
That Mulan did a good job in staying alive and getting both of them to go into that blue camp spawn. It made it very easy to just blink in, throw up a wall, and get some damage off.
Your team has destroyed a
So after going into Arondight, we're going to be going into Heartseeker. Heartseeker is going to make it to where we do a percentage of the enemy's health whenever we land an ability. It's going to be very helpful for melting Sobek,
Help our friends.
and it's also just going to increase our damage on the squishy characters. Nobody is in right, and our minions are pushed up pretty far, so we're just going to want to drop this blue camp and then rotate back towards mid. We did a pretty poor job of going for objectives this game. There has been a couple of opportunities where we could have gone for a Gold Fury or the Pyromancer. Looks like we are going to be making a play for Gold Fury now. The enemy team is nearby. We're going to go ahead and drop this camp, get our line attack at a basic, and get the double tap from the hammer. Emoja helps set that up, and we're able to get the pick onto Callie. So now it is a 4v5. We really should be pushing Gold Fury right now. We have 3 people zoning. We're going to go ahead and ult. Baka is our target. He's the most dangerous character on their team. We get the stun, we get the wall, we block him, we get the double tap. Unfortunately, he is able to move out of the range of my double tap. We're going to keep wiggling. We definitely need an adult to come help us. We're going to throw our hammer, teleport to it, and I think we are able to get out right here.
Your middle towers.
They were warned.
I'll feel that in the morning.
Very nice. We are able to make it out. And now we have enough money for Heartseeker.
A warrior's tool.
An enemy
The speed's
has been
not going to be
slain.
up for about another 15 or so seconds, so we're going to make our way up mid. We have
You've only
a
just begun,
4-man
haven't you?
grouping. And then me just hanging out in mid trying to catch up. Somebody makes a call to go for Fire Giant. We have 4 enemies down. I think this is a good call. We should be able to get this uncontested. Next, let's go ahead and clean up the Pyromancer. Somebody calls for a team back, but we're very healthy and we don't have enough for a full item, so we're just going to keep farming. We make our way to the red buff. Our team is leaving Fountain. Ooh, somebody got very lucky. Anubis and Kali just crashed. We put a ward onto Gold Fury. We're hoping that they'll start it right here because we have our ultimate and we can just land on it. However, I think they saw that we had 4 people right here. We're gonna go ahead and ult up. Bakasor is our target. Unfortunately, we miss him. We're gonna go ahead and fall back. Baka ults, we gotta try to help out where we can. We get our 3 off. We get some good damage. Mulan's able to get the pick. We throw a wall to prevent Sobek from falling back, but unfortunately we do not get the stun on him. We throw our hammer, we miss, so we're gonna fall back. We got 2 down on the enemy team. Our Scotty is very weak. We have 2 people pushing into their Anubis. We're gonna be moving up the right jungle.
Attacks the Gold Fury.
So right here, I'm planning to flank. My team says pull back and go for gold, and then I just walk into 3 people, throw my hammer aggressively, and AMC was about to get his 1 on me. I teleport to my hammer right as it's coming back and dodge his 1. Getting slowed by AMC right now, dodge his ability. Right here, I absolutely should have thrown my hammer sooner. Because I did not, they were able to wrap me when I did throw it, and I was unable to teleport to it. So they were able to get me. That was a little bit of a misplay from me. I was moving up the flank. If my team had been on the tier 1 power line, or the tier 2 power line, they might have been able to help me. My positioning there was pretty bad.
Alright, calm down already.
So after going into Heartseeker, we're going to be going into Serrated Edge. We're really getting it for the 20% physical penetration. However, it does have some other useful stats. We're not too concerned about the passive. With Thor, we do often use all 3 of our abilities. So it will be nice to have the additional basic attack power on Serrated Edge. Our team's marching up mid.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
We're going to drop our speed buff. Looks like our team's going to be able to get the middle Phoenix.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix. Ultimate is ready.
We're going to try to make our way up to our teammates. Mulan is able to get a pick onto 1. We're still skedaddling up lane.
Alright, calm down already.
Nual's able to get 1. Kali gets a return kill. We're going to go ahead and throw our ultimate up. We unfortunately missed the AMC. We get the stun. Nual's able to get the pick onto him. 3 people versus 2. If we could get this Kali, I think we could win the game here.
Our allies are in trouble.
Here, have some. Oh, yeah.
Kali gets a double.
You've only just begun.
We throw our wall. We needed just 1 more basic attack, but unfortunately we started falling back before we could get it. Scotty is able to get the pick onto the Sobek. We're going to blink out.
Right, great.
So right here, we're telling Scotty to back up. We're gonna fall back ourselves. Bakasaur just respawned. Scotty is in a pretty bad spot. She's very far up on the map with nobody near her. We're gonna make our way to the left jungle because our Scotty is on the left side of the map. You want to be kind of close to her. It's better to just rotate up than have to rotate across the map. And we have our ult in about 15 seconds. That could be a determining factor here. Scotty is 1v1ing the Bakasaur, and she's able to clutch it and get the kill. So now it looks like Scotty's going to fall back, which means me and Mulan are very far forward. We miss our hammer. Oh, we get our hammer, but we miss our wall onto the AMC. No idea why I'm going for that harpy. It's definitely not worth the time it takes to kill it at this point in the game. We're kind of just waiting for our team to get into the same half of the map as us.
Yeah, no problem.
Looks like they're going to be making a play for fire. We're going to push up one more wave. Looks like Callie's over there. Sobek and Anubis are out of the fight. So we have a 3v1 going on. I'm hoping our team can manage that and get the Pyromancer. Looks like Anubis is still missing. Wow. So we got caught by Callie, wrapped by Anubis, and that was pretty much game over. We chose a very bad pathing route right there. It would have been a lot more effective to go on our side of the map, or to at least put some wards up. I think these are the two wards that we've been holding on to all game. We like to hold on to our wards for about 20 minutes to give them a little bit of luck, and then we place them. Mulan uses her ultimate. Our Scotty's able to get a pick. Baka cleans up too. That is not good. This Mulan's about to go down. Now it is up to the Magi in right lane to save the game. We still have plenty of structures. I don't think they're going to be able to get the Titan off of that. Off of that 4-man D side.
Your middle tower has been destroyed. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has
So after going into Serrated Edge, we're going to be going the Magi's Cloak. They have a couple of CCs. We ult in, we get our hammer off, we're going to throw our line attack. We unfortunately do not get anything right there. I think our double tap missed on the AMC. We're going to keep pushing up. We got slowed, Sobek's going to pluck us, but our Magi Cloak is going to save us from being plucked. We're going to throw our hammer. We unfortunately miss our hammer. We're going to use our 3. This AMC is just so fast, and we just keep missing everything. Bakasaur is here. We're going to use our Aegis. We're going to fall back. Bakasaur is kind of chasing us, but it looks like he ran towards our side of the map. We are going to just fall back, and I think we should be able to back right here. We're going to go ahead and clean up the wave before we do. Kind of greedy to throw my hammer. If that Bakasaur was over here, he probably would have been able to get me right there. So the Magi's Cloak we are picking up because of the Anubis wrap, the Callie stun, the Sobek pull. The slow from AMC will proc it, I believe, but we're not really getting it for that. Our team is working on getting Fire Giant. Callie is over there, so we're going to start rotating that way.
Friends don't leave friends behind.
We were able to get the Fire Giant. We're going to rotate in. Bakasaur is our target. He jumps out. We get a basic onto the Sobek. We hit him with our wall. We hit him with our hammer. We do a lot of damage, and we're able to get the pick onto the Sobek. We do have our ultimate, but I have a feeling that they pushed back pretty far, so we're just going to stay grouped with our team and kind of approach mid lane. AMC is pretty far on the left. Anubis gets a pick onto the Mulan. So it's unfortunate we were all grouped right there, but I split off to go for camps and to kind of approach from the jungle. If I would have grouped in mid with that Mulan, there's a good chance I would have been able to save her right there. So right here, for some reason, a little uncertain, we can totally take this Phoenix. We just need to get in there and pop it. With that being said, now we just need to get one of these other Phoenixes. They have 2 people up, but they're about to have 4 people up. We're gonna go ahead and group and start rotating left. We're gonna wait for the Nuwa minions. I remember calling that out. Nuwa minions get the Kali, and we're able to drop the Kali. So right there, my two actually kept my team in the Phoenix a little bit longer. Sobek gets plucked. We're gonna go in, use our hammer. Bakasaur comes in, completely just did not see the Bakasaur. Good for them. Bakasaur is definitely the enemy that is keeping them in this game. Once he's out of the team fight, we can kind of take everyone else apart pretty easily. But if we don't start with Bakasaur, he usually jumps in and gets a pick onto one of us. At this point in the build, we are going against 3 physical characters that rely heavily on their auto attacks. We're thinking about going Void Shield because we want that extra survivability and that little bit of penetration. But I think the Hide of the... Nope, that's not what it's called. The item that gives you block stacks. It used to reflect damage. I'm drawing a complete blank on it. That item would be pretty good this matchup because it could potentially eat 2 autos from Kali, Baka, or AMC for us. Mulan's dancing dangerously in the left lane, so we're going to go left and see if we can help. We're expecting the tower to just crash, so we're going to ult.
Alright, calm down already.
We're looking... Sobek's a good target. We're going to land on Sobek, get our basic off. The Arondight proc is going to get him. The Bakasaur was able to avoid the double tap, but Nuwa is going to clean them up. We are pushing left, searching for enemies in the jungle. Feel comfortable with the Smioja behind me. We get the stun onto the Kali, and Yamoja and I are able to melt down that Kali very quickly. Bakasaur is going to jump out. We're going to try to group back up with our Nuwa and Yamoja in mid. Get the minion wave in right. That should help the minions push up in a little bit. Sobek and Anubis are about to be up, so we need to start falling back. So right here, having the 5-man comms, we have 3 people grouped in right, 1 person left, 1 in mid. We say let's do a 4-1 push. We need 4 people in right, and we're going to have Scotty just march up left. We don't need to get the Phoenix in right, we don't need to get any picks in right, we just need to occupy their time over here and buy Scotty that window. Bakasaur is the biggest threat here. Sobek comes behind, we wall him off, preventing him from retreating to our Phoenix. Yamoja throws her ultimate up, we are able to lose a lot of our health. We're going to go ahead and ult up. Scotty is on the left Phoenix while all this is going down. We land, we get the pick onto AMC. We get the spin off onto the Anubis. We hit him with the basic attack. We're going to get the Sobek. Bakasaur is on us. We're going to have to use our Aegis and fall back. And luckily, our Nuwa was able to get us. Or save us, I should say. And the enemy team surrenders. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. The stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.